get started. Awesome. Thank you everybody for joining tonight. Welcome to Girl Code. We do this info session once a fortnight and it definitely is my favourite call to actually do. So usually Zoe, the co-creator of the DCM program that I'm going to talk about tonight, is on the call as well, but she's having some issues with her computer at the moment, so she can't jump on. So I will be explaining everything tonight, and we've also got some stories from some other ladies as well tonight that you guys can listen to, because it's really important to hear some other people and what journeys they've been in on the actual program, but also for the business as well. So I will get cracking. I'm going to share my screen so I can show you what we have. Oops, might as well start from the beginning. Awesome. Can you guys see that? And just give me a thumbs up if you can see that all good. Awesome. Thanks, ladies. Cool. So welcome to Girl Code, the secret to fun, freedom, and feeling foxy. So if you haven't used Zoom before, this is the app that we are on. You're all muted at the moment, but you can ask questions, little chat box down the bottom. So there is some times during tonight where I will ask some questions. So it'd be really great if you guys could put in any answers that you've got in that chat box down the bottom, just so we can make it a little bit interactive. And then I'll go through any questions that we have afterwards. I'll have a look in there as well. So what I like to start with this little chat that we've got is just opening your minds to have a think about what it is that maybe you're looking for a little bit more in life. Okay, so if you got to design your day from the moment you woke up to when your head hit the pillow, what would that day look like, and what do you want more of that you're not getting at the moment, whether that be with your health, whether that be with your family, your jobs and your careers? What is it that you want more of? I'll kick it off. I definitely wanted, when I was in corporate world, I definitely wanted more time with my family. I was a busy job, 50 plus hours a week, and I definitely wanted more time to be able to spend with my kids. That was definitely mine. So in your little chat box, fire at me what things you ladies would like more of. Now let me open it up. Holidays, yes, that's a big one. We do definitely get travel bugs attracted to what we do, because that's definitely something. Kayla, traveling, yes, absolutely. We definitely love to travel. Cocktails on the beach, absolutely. What else do you got? Women want more of? Spa days, yes, I love that one. More time for yourselves, absolutely. I think that women, definitely put other people first, right? It's just very natural for us as women to put other people first. So having you time is definitely really important. More money, absolutely. And I know a lot of people are really afraid to say that they want more money, but I think it's what money actually gives us that we love. We love the freedom that we get. Money will allow us to have more time with our kids. Money will allow us to travel more. So that is definitely a big one. Thanks for sharing. Okay, so what are some things that we maybe want less of? So if you flip that around and you think about the things in your day that you're not loving so much, what are the things that you want less of? If I kick this off, I know that when I was in corporate world, I was a bank manager. So I had, 20 staff underneath me, and I used to hate having to ask for annual leave. That used to be a pet hate of mine. I got 4 weeks annual leave a year, which wasn't enough anyway. And I had to ask when I could actually have that time. So that was definitely one for me. Emma has got office politics, absolutely. I guess we never get to choose the people that we work with when we're in a corporate career. So that definitely is one. And it can really bring people down, office politics. I know that when I was in my job. I never thought that it did bring me down, but now I look back and I'm like, wow, it was such a bitchy atmosphere that I was in, although I loved my job, by the way. Being told what we're worth per hour, excellent, Kath, that's a good one. And I don't know if everyone has actually thought about that. And once I looked at this business opportunity, I definitely looked back and it was actually like, yeah, I was actually told that I was worth, $35 an hour. And I, definitely think I'm worth more than that. And I think we should think that we're worth more than that as well. So that's a good one. Cool. Alrighty. So all those things, what we want more of and what we're wanting less of, are definitely things that I want you ladies to keep in mind as we're going through tonight as well. So, Okay, so what I'm going to go through now is I'm going to go through our complete detox, cleanse and nourish program. So this is the Feeling Foxy part of our Girl Code. I'll go through the program, the products, and then I will go through the lifestyle opportunity that is attached to these program and products as well. So our complete detox, cleanse and nourish program, we have two editions. We have the original DCN edition and we also have, which has been brought out recently, the vegan DCN edition. I'm not sure if we have any vegans on the call. Why it was made is because Zoe, the co-creator, due to some health issues, she looked at a plant-based diet and became vegan. And so she created this, the Detox Vegan program. And I must admit, when I first saw that we were having a vegan version come out, I was like, oh, what could possibly be in those recipes, but trust me, they are delicious and I definitely take a lot of those recipes on board. So if you already are a DCN client and you don't have that vegan edition, definitely have a look at that. So our complete detox, cleanse and nourish program is actually written by a nutritional expert, George, who lives on the Gold Coast. He has so many degrees and certificates under him, and he's definitely the one that formed the program. So you know that you're getting a program that's written by a nutritional expert. The program and the recipes is actually done by Zoe. So Zoe makes, she's all a massive foodie and she makes everything delicious. So our program definitely is not boring, and I think this is what attracts so many people to this program and why they love it, is because, we're not just about, boiling some chicken and some vegetables. It's definitely whole food, clean eating, made delicious, and this is the lady that does this. Have a look at her website, which is Zomt, Z-O-M-T. It's got some great recipes on there, and I know that I use them every single week. So if you're always looking for recipes, clean eating ones, they are definitely ones to have a look at. So our program's very unique. We're not a fad. We don't even class ourselves as a diet. It's a healthy lifestyle change, and that's very different to anything out there. We are a 24-day program broken into 3 stages, and we put your body through a full detoxification process and do this very gently, but do it with whole foods as well. So it's no liquid diets or anything like that. So the 24 days, as I said, is broken up into 3 different stages. Our first 3 days is a 3-day detox. Okay, so this is the hardest part. This is where we cut out everything. We're just eating fruit and veg for 3 days. Okay, so you can eat as much as you want. So this is not about, counting your fruit and veg. If you're hungry, you eat. And this is something that I definitely loved about the program, is that you weren't, although you're cutting down on food categories, you weren't limiting the amount of food that you ate. And we get a lot of people that say, I've never actually eaten this much. This was definitely me. I realized that I always thought I was eating okay, but I was skipping a lot of meals. Just for convenience, really, or so I could have an extra glass of wine at dinner mostly. So this really taught me about fueling my body. So this definitely isn't about limiting. So your 3-day detox, these are some of the foods that you'll be eating. We've got the clean green soup up the top. Now, I know that doesn't look delicious, but trust me, it is. It's something that I do make quite regularly. We have a lean green smoothie in the mornings. I love seeing people when they first have these smoothies and never had a green smoothie before. People have to really adjust to making the smoothie into something that their taste buds like, but it is a drink that now people crave, once they get that into them. There's zucchini boats there, you've got your fruit salad, so fruit and veg for your first 3 days. Then we move into our 7-day cleanse. This is when we're adding back in white meats, nuts, and oils. So we've got some delicious, they're turkey muffins down the bottom left-hand side, pecan crusted salmon, which is up the top right. That is one of my favourite meals of the whole program. It's delicious. We've got like a pumpkin lentil soup. This is when we also start adding in a plant-based protein shake as well. We don't use this as a meal replacement though, it's used as a snack. And I'll go through that in a moment as well. So, as you can see, this is the next 7 days, which is really delicious foods. Then everyone's favourite part is the 14-day nourish, because this is when we can add back chocolate. A lot of people see our program and see that we do have chocolate in it, and that definitely does attract people to it. We teach people how to make clean treats, how to make clean chocolate treats that you can really enjoy, and they really are delicious. That's a chopped chai coconut slice up the top. We add back in red meats as well. So we've got some kangaroo that we actually have for breakfast. I turned my nose up the first time when I had to eat kangaroo for breakfast, but definitely, I won't say it's something that I do all the time, but I do enjoy it when I do have some meat for breakfast. It definitely changes things up as well. There's some pancakes as well, spinach pancakes actually, which are definitely a staple in my household now. We have them all the time and the kids love them too. So that's your 14-day nourish. So how we do the program. So as I said before, we're about a gentle whole food detoxification. So we don't use any liquid diets or anything like that to detox. And it really is important to detox. We don't say to do our program as such more than 3 times a year because it's not, you don't need to detox that often. But it does amaze me when people have never detoxed before, what actually does happen to your body and all the crap really that comes out of it. So it really is quite amazing. We definitely improve your digestion and give your gut a really good break. So we're gluten-free, predominantly dairy-free as well. There is some organic Greek yogurt that we use in the nourish stage, but if you are dairy intolerant, then you can substitute that. So it really does give that gut a break. We are caffeine free as well. I know a lot of coffee addicts, and I was one. And probably, now that I don't, I follow the program guidelines, and I have introduced coffee back into my diet, not as often as I used to, but this getting the coffee out was definitely something that I realised was a big difference to me. I was getting that bloat definitely from caffeine, and so that just proved to me during this 24 days when I cut it out that I didn't actually need it. And although yes, I did crave it a couple of times in the first couple of days, I substituted it for a herbal tea. And it got me through. And after the 2 days of wanting coffee, I got over it by the 3rd day and was not looking for it because I knew I felt better without it. Now with a 13-week-old, I do want it in the mornings. Definitely quitting the sugar cravings as well. I get a lot of clients when they sign up to the program and saying that You know, they're always grabbing for that chocolate at the 3 p.m. slump, you know, always going for something sweet. And we definitely do, you know, curb those sugar cravings, and you don't want to go for those sweet things. So people think, you know, whatever, you know, I'll always want my chocolate, but give it a whirl. I know a lot of chocolate addicts come out of it and they're looking for, you know, cleaner things to eat, and because they're having so much great things into their body, they actually are wanting all that better foods as well. We support your cellular health with micronutrients too, and I'm going to touch on what products we use in a moment, but this is probably a real difference of ours in our program. We do look from a cellular point of view, really trying to get you feeling great, you know, from the inside out, just not something temporary. We are looking for long-term solutions. We kickstart the fat loss instead of your weight loss, which is really important too. A lot of people do come to our program originally because they are looking for a weight loss solution, but then other people's aren't. You know, they're coming to us because they want more energy, or they just want to feel better about themselves, have some more mental clarity. But we do, if fat loss is what you are after, then this is definitely something that we can achieve in our program. Food knowledge for life. This is definitely the biggest one out of it for me. This program really has changed my whole relationship with food. Before this program, I was a big yo-yo dieter, massive. I, you know, did every shake diet under the sun, did diet pills, all of it. And yes, I would get results during that time, but because I was never educated about food, I always would just stack it back on afterwards. And this is the biggest thing that I'm so grateful for this program, is it's taught me about food. It's taught me about fueling my body instead of limiting what's going in it. And then I'm, you know, really grateful now that I can pass that on to my kids and my family. Like even my mum now, she's really into looking at foods, and we enjoy, you know, cooking things from scratch. And trust me, I was never a cook before this program. I was awful. And it definitely has taught me to cook as well and be a bit more creative. So that's probably the biggest thing that I've got out of this program as well. Here's a couple of before and after shots of our program. This is Christy. As you can see, Christy's quite lean beforehand, but you can definitely see how she's toned up after this program as well. She's lost 3.1 kilos, and you can definitely see that around her midsection as well. This is one from Hayley, and she lost 20 pounds after doing the program. So you can see that definitely she's lost her baby belly, and that's 3 months before those before and after photos as well. So there's you know, really great results there too. As I said before, you know, some of you might be thinking, well, it's a 24-day program, you know, what are you talking about, 3 months? The 24 days is really just a Kickstarter for long-term health. We're not just about a 24-day program. We're about a healthy lifestyle change for the future. This is my friend Emma. Emma's actually on the call tonight, and I love her before and afters. She's going to share her story later too. You know, Em can explain, you know, when she jumps on how much she lost, but you can, you know, obviously see the bloat that she's lost from her midsection. So this is definitely one of my favourite ones as well, because I know she had struggled to lose that in the past. This is Jacqueline. Now, this is massive results here. Jacqueline had a pretty poor diet beforehand, but you can see just in 24 days, 45.5 centimetres, that's just massive, and 11.6 kilos as well. So this is, you know, one of our standout results from our 20-day program. As I said before, we're not just about, you know, weight loss or anything like that. We are about getting you great from the inside out, and skin, hair and nails are definitely things that we see massive improvement with the program. This is Vicky. She's been on the products now for 2 years, but this was a while ago, this photo, but you can definitely see how it's improved with her skin. And we get so many testimonials from especially women that have breakouts, especially at that time of the month. When they get breakouts, that's definitely reduced as well. So skin is something that I hear a lot about people getting great results from. We're not only for girls, we are for boys too. And guys do get really great results from this program. This is Stephen. He's one of our transformation coaches as well. So he definitely, you can see there that he's definitely toned up during that 24 days as well. Cool. So when we have two packages when we're talking about our program. We have our Essential Detox, which includes our plant-based protein shakes, which I'm going to go through in a moment, our whole food fruit and veg capsules, which are really the mothership of our whole program, and I will explain them briefly. And you also get the option of the vegan, but also the original DCN. You can have both of them if you want. Then we have our premium, which is everything in the essential, but also includes our berry capsules, which are amazing for women in particular, really busy people, great for hair, skin and nails with that extra antioxidants from your berries. So our plant-based protein shake. So I'm not sure how many people have taken protein in the past. I know a lot of people have. So we're whole foods, we're a plant protein, a macro blend and no synthetics as well. And something that's been drawn to my attention over the last, even 12 months really is, how safe other proteins are. And, if you go and have a look at the back of a protein powder, a cheap protein powder, one that you've used, and see what warning labels it has on there, majority of them, which really astounds me, has that it's not suitable for pregnant women, breastfeeding women or children, which really alarms me now thinking about that, is that, okay, well, if it's not safe for them, what's in it? Our protein powder, plant-based, is safe for breastfeeding, pregnant and children as well. I used it when I was pregnant. I'm breastfeeding now. I still use it. It's actually my savior when I need that extra boost, and my kids love it as well. My daughter, who's 2, who I still struggle to get food in some days, all that great food, she has this in her bottles, and it's just really assurance for me that she is getting some extra stuff into her as well. Our whole food fruit, veg and berry capsules. So as I said, these really are the mothership of our whole program. Fruit and veg and berries, we all know that we're not getting enough of them. If you think, you're supposed to be having at least 7, this is Australian minimum guidelines, you're supposed to be having at least 7, so 5 and 2, that's what we're taught. 5 servings of veggies, 2 servings of fruit per day, every single day, 365 days a year. So not just on the days where you're feeling healthy at work, every single day you're supposed to be having at least 7. Now, 94% of Australians cannot do that. So if you're one of the 6%, congratulations. But, probably if you think you are, you may not be. So 7 servings, we know that we can't get that in every day, especially when you go and speak to nutritionists, read research saying that we really should be having between 9 to 13. Now, I don't know about you, but I don't have time to go and eat. No, I wish I did. I'm all about whole foods and trying to get in whatever I can. These capsules are not there to replace fruit and veg at all. It's there simply to bridge the gap. We know we have a nutritional gap. We don't get enough. This is to bridge the gap as well. So that's what's included in the program, and also we have the ability for these fruit, veg and berry capsules to be offered and shared to people just by themselves. Okay, you don't have to have the program if you just see the benefit in these beauties as well. So it's the most researched nutritional product on the planet. It is bulletproof, and we're not just talking journals or medical research done by the Juice Plus company. It's done by independent universities around the world. Okay, so like Cambridge, places like that are putting their name against this product, which to me means, wow, it must be pretty good if they're willing to go up and research something like that as well. So yeah, we can give you more information on those if that's something that you are definitely interested in. Cool, so that is our DCN program. I am going to go straight into our business opportunity, and then we'll hear from some stories for some people that have done the program as well. So this part here is just about sharing our lifestyle opportunity or business opportunity with you all and what it's all about. I know most of you on here tonight have been approached by somebody. You've been intrigued by what other people are doing and how they're doing it, and that's why you've joined us tonight to have a look at this. So just to open up your minds a little bit more and to get you thinking, when you wake up in the morning, how are you feeling when you wake up in the morning? So are you feeling that, you've got no worries in the world, everything's amazing, or do you wake up and, there's something that's bothering you, there's something that's really grinding your gears, that, you're not 100%, enjoying every single part of your life? And be honest with yourself. I know we all, if someone asked me this question 2 years ago before I joined the business, I would have said, nah, nothing bothers me, because that's me. I'm a positive, happy person. But, deep down, I've financial issues, not enough time to be able to do the things that I love to do. They were the things that were really impacting me, and if I was honest with myself, they were really annoying me, and not being able to spend enough time with my partner and creating those memories and going on holidays and all the time and all those kind of things. They were the things that probably were grinding my gears. So just have a think about that. How do you truly feel when you wake up or when you go to bed? Some people are thinkers when they go to bed. And what would your dream day look like? I'm not sure if anyone's asked you that before, or if you've had the ability to actually dream what that day would look like. But have a real think about that. I think that's really cool. If you could have a think, what would your dream day consist of? What would you be doing? Where would you be doing it? Who would you be doing it with? Would you be doing it, with your friends, your kids, your partner? Do you and your partner not get to spend enough time together? Is that something that you would be doing? And it's really cool. And if you're not living your dream day, now, what could you be doing to help you get to that dream day? That's what we're really about. We're about, helping you identify that dream and going for it and dreaming big and allowing yourself to dream that big and to go for something that you probably never have gone for before. And the last question before I get into it more is, what would an extra $2,000 to $3,000 a month do for you? So if you had $3,000 a month hit your bank account every single month, what would that look like for you? And this is extra. So if you're, already working full time, what would that extra $3,000 do? Would that allow you to drop down to working 3 days a week? So you had an extra 2 days to spend more time with, whoever you wanted to. That would make a pretty cool holiday fund. If you saved that up for a yearly awesome holiday, that would be a pretty cool holiday. Would it allow you for your partner to drop down to 4 days a week work so they could spend one more day with you? Would that allow you to feel that you're contributing to the family? I speak to a lot of stay-at-home mums, and they just don't feel that they're contributing to the family's finances and they can't do things for themselves. $3,000 a month would allow them to do that. So that's really cool. So just have a think about that and what that would do for you and your family. Cool. So just want to debunk a few myths that people have around this lifestyle and business opportunity to start with. We are different to a traditional business. So if you think of a traditional business, I like to think of it as a triangle structure, okay? So at the very top, at the point of that triangle, you have the person at the top of the company. So usually that's the CEO, okay? There's only one CEO. You can't have any more than one person in that company. And then it filters. Sorry, guys, if someone's just jumped on, can you just mute yourself so we can get a clear recording? Thanks. So this triangle structure, and then we filter ourselves down in that triangle structure to, when I think about the banking world that I was in, under that we had executive, then we had general managers, and then we had regional managers, and then down the bottom, so thinking about that triangle again, which is the fattest part of the triangle, so this is where the majority of people sit. We had the sales and service consultant in our organisation, okay? Now, there's nothing wrong with this structure, okay? I'm not saying this is something wrong with this. It's everywhere. You think about, that structure with one person up the top and filtering down to the bottom, it's everywhere. Think about where you work now, or if you own your own business, that's the same structure. So there's nothing wrong with it. What I like to think about now is that, well, that structure isn't really there made for the individual. So it's not really going to benefit me to help me get to all those dreams and ambitions that, that I want to. What I found was a real limitation with traditional business is there's less room at the top. So I was very career focused. I just thought that to be successful, I would climb that corporate ladder and I'd get as high as I wanted because that's the way that I would be successful. But, when you go up that ladder, there's less room at the top. So you're going to have more competition as you try and get up further. The next position that I wanted to go to was a regional manager, and there's only one of them in Darwin, and he's still there. So I would have had to wait for him to retire to actually go to that next position. And I probably never really thought about that when I was sitting in that branch manager's position, okay? When you move up that corporate ladder as well in a traditional business, yes, you're going to get more money, but think about what comes with that. You're going to have more stress. I was already married to my job enough. I had a work phone that I took on holidays with me. So I was already married to that job. Also, you're going to have less of a lifestyle. So you're going to have more money, but you're going to have less of a lifestyle to be able to spend that money, because you're going to have more time at this busy job that you're at as well. So there are just a couple of things that I now see as really kind of issues with traditional business that we don't have in this industry that we are in. Think about that triangle flipped upside down, and that is the way you should think about this in the industry that we're in. So down the bottom, this is where everybody starts. The beauty of this business is that everybody starts the same. Everybody has the same product to use, the same compensation plan. The only way to work your way up the top is by helping people. We help people with their health. We help people with their wealth as well. So people that want more in life, looking for that little bit extra, we help them. And the only way to get up to that top is to help people. And there's all the room in the world at the top for everybody. There's, the very top position is called a national marketing director, and there everybody can be a national marketing director. So that really does change the whole feel about the business, because everybody truly wants everyone to succeed. So instead of the dog-eat-dog kind of world that you get in traditional business, it's flipped. You have an amazing community of people that, are earning so much money that are dishing out free mentorship, which I just love about this business. The community is definitely something that I've fallen in love with in the business. Cool. So another thing that we get a lot of people, hang on, sorry, let me just. Sorry, guys. Another thing that we get a lot of people say when they're looking at a business like this is that they don't have enough time to be actually do that. We are professionals at showing people how to fit this business into the nooks and crannies of their day. Okay, if you're not living your dream day now, if you're working, a lot of hours now, what are you going to do to change that? Okay, if you keep doing the same thing that you're doing now, just look back on your last 5 years, because your next 5 years of your life aren't going to look any different. Okay, so when people say, oh, I don't have enough time to do the business, I'm like, well, you need this business because you need to get some time back in your life. So we have people in this business that are stay-at-home mums that we show them how to fit this around their kids and their busy commitments. We have full-time workers work in this business. We've got students. Anybody can fit a business like this into it, and we show you how to do that. This business is not about sitting in front of a computer screen for 3 hours a night. The busier the person, usually, the more successful, because they're out and about talking to people as it is, and that's what we're about. We're a relationship business. We're about sharing and helping others doing that as well. So definitely don't think if time is an issue, we'll show you how to do this business around that. My absolute favourite saying to people is we've all got the same hours as Beyonce does. I love Beyonce. She's got that inner flair about her. And it's true. We've all got the same hours in the day. Everybody does. It's just what you do with it is if that's going to actually allow you to get to where you want to be. I don't know enough people. This is a big one that I get as well. Oh, I would be successful at that, Lauren. I don't know enough people. You don't need to know people. And I'll just show you how in my business that worked, just to prove this to you. So when I started, I put out a post on social media and asked if anyone was looking for an opportunity to earn some extra income around home. Kath reached out. I never actually met Kath. We were just Facebook friends. One of our mutual friends just introduced us via Facebook. So Kath reached out and said, yeah, that's something that she definitely wanted to do. She was looking for a way to earn some extra money, but she was also working full-time and had a young daughter in daycare as well, so she couldn't go out and get another job. So this was a way that she could do this in and around what she was doing. Kath did the same thing. She put out a post on social media asking if there was anybody that was looking for some extra income, and Emma reached out. Emma knew that she was going to be buying a new house and was working full time, but wanted to be able to earn some extra money, so she didn't have to give up on the lifestyle things, but the things that buying a new house takes away from you. So like going out for dinners and all that kind of stuff. Emma's partner, Brandon, saw it as a great opportunity as well for him to be able to earn enough money to pay for their mortgage each month. And how cool would that be, to be able to, start the beginning of each month knowing that your mortgage, your biggest financial commitment, is already paid for. So everything else you earn can go to all the fun things that you want to do. So that's what Brandon and Emma are doing in the business. Brandon had a friend, Karen, who wanted to do the program at first for her and her partner, but she saw it as a way for her to be able to help people with health. So she joined in the team as well. And then she reached out to one of her close friends, Kim, who did the program as well. Her kids got some amazing results from just the products. They didn't do the program. They were on the products and got some amazing results. And so she wanted to go share that with other people and to be able to earn some money to be able to drop back to working 4 days a week, so she could spend a day with her kids as well. So I didn't know Emma, Brandon, Karen or Kim before I started the business. All I knew was Kath. Well, she was a Facebook friend. But all of these people are now my friends and are in my business as well. So this business isn't about knowing lots and lots of people to be successful. Just wanted to really share that with you because I know that is something that people get worried about. Okay, so how do we do this? You're probably asking. So I'm just going to show you here how we reach one of our first promotional positions. We call it SDVF, don't worry about the names. And we work on a points basis to be able to get to this level. So to be able to get to one of our first levels, we need 4,000 points, okay? Don't worry too much about these numbers. And to get to that 4,000 points, the premium package that I explained before is 500 points. So just knowing that, you need 8 people to be able to get to that first level. But let me show you how we actually go and do that, because when I first started this business, I was not into health. I was a bank manager that used to skip lunch so I could have more wine at dinner. So no one was going to listen to me if I was talking about health, okay? So I was shown the smart way to do business, which I'm going to show you now. So the very first thing that we do is you get started. You get started on the program, on the products as well, and you use them. Okay, you're going to then talk to people, right? People are going to be asking you, you know, what are you doing? What's this program you're doing? What's that green drink you're drinking? Or if you've been using the product, you know, what's this extra energy that you've been getting? This is what happened to me. I did the program. I lost 5 kilos, had an 8-week-old and was bouncing around. People were saying to me, Lauren, what are you doing? You've got an 8-week-old and you've got lots of energy. And I just shared with them what I was doing. So that's the first thing that we do. You get started. And women are fantastic at this, and this is why I think it's such a great business for women, because you're already probably doing this already. So if you think about, you know, when we go get our hair done, you know, what's the first thing that we do? We either take a selfie when we're actually in the hairdresser, or we come out and we take a beautiful photo of our beautiful hair. You know, our hairdresser then doesn't go, oh, thank you for all the people that are now coming to me. You know, here's $100, you know, for every person that you've referred. You know, that doesn't happen. But we do this with our business. You know, we get paid money for sharing what we're actually doing. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to get you 2 to 3 customers, and that's just from using the products and going out and sharing it with people. And this will get us to our first promotional level, which is 4%. Now, as I said before, finding 8 people to do the program to me would have been hard, and this is the smart way that I was told to go and do it. Instead of going to find 8 people myself to do the program, I was just going to find 3 people that wanted to join in on the business. 3 people that were looking for more in life, looking for an extra $500 a month, just wanting their product money back maybe. Someone that was looking to, you know, replace a full-time income, whatever. I found 3 people to join the business. So in this example, Alex, Jane, and Mary. And what I did is just taught them to do exactly what I was taught. We are a teaching business. We teach, we use the products, we share them, and we teach other people how to do it as well. So Alex, Jane and Mary, they went out and they found 2 to 3 people to do the program or take the products as well. And just by doing that, that got me my 4,000 points and got me my promotion of what we call Senior Direct Virtual Franchise. So that's the way that we do it. We use it, we share with what we're doing, and then we teach other people to do it as well. Just to go a little bit further into this business and how it is a little bit different, we have something that we like to refer as to the popcorn effect. So I'm not sure if anyone on here has heard of residual income before. I know that I wish that I was taught about this more at school, and this is definitely something that I'm going to be teaching my kids more about, is residual income. It's, you know, we have linear income where that's what we do when we go to work. We get paid for the time that we're there. This is residual. This is about building something and then getting paid for it in the future, and this is where we are different. So Alex, Jane and Mary, who I've brought into the business, as we are such great teachers in the business, they are going to go and do exactly the same thing. And they are going to go find people and attract people to this business. Okay, and so these little kernels that Jane, Mary and Alex have brought in, I don't know these people, but because I've taught Jane, Alex and Mary so well, they're just duplicating what I've taught them. And this is where this popcorn effect happens, and this is where your business booms, whether you're working it or not. So, you know, we've got people that are bringing in people. We've got people that want to replace their full-time income, people that see this as an opportunity to be able to be at home with their kids, to be able to travel more. And so this just keeps on happening. Your business just keeps getting bigger and bigger. And, you know, you, although might be working it, you don't know all of these little kernels that are popping around. And this is what they call beach money. You might have heard that term before. And once you pop, your business just doesn't stop. I'll just explain how that works just in a different way if you're more of a numbers person instead of visually. So if you go and teach people, and let's just say you've go and teach 2 people how to do this business, okay? So you've gone out and you've found 2 people and you've taught them how to do the business. Because you're such a great teacher, they've gone and done exactly the same thing, okay? So they've gone and taught 2 people, so all of a sudden you've got 4 people in your business. They've gone and done the same thing, so then you've got 8 people. They've gone and done the same thing, so you've got 16, I think you know where I'm going, and 32. So all of a sudden, just by you sharing with 2 people about how to do this business, you've got 63 people in this business, because your business, you get paid down 5 lines deep, okay? What blows my mind still when I see this is what happens if you take this a little bit further. Just say, instead of going out and sharing it with 2 people, you decide, right, I'm going to make a real crack of this business. I'm going to go out and I'm going to go bring 5 people into my team and show them how to do this business, okay? So I bring in 5 people, and because I've done that, the next 5 people are going to do the same thing. They're going to bring in 5. So I've got 25 people. Those 25 are going to bring in 5. So I've got 125, so on and so forth. So just by sharing with 5 people and 5 lines deep, there's 3,906 people in my business. Now, by no means do you need that many people in your business to be successful. You don't even need 625 people to be really successful in the business. But what I'm just showing you here is the power of numbers and duplication in this business. And just by sharing it with 5 people, what your business could actually do and the numbers that you could attract. So although 63 people to 3,906, that's obviously a massive difference. The real difference that we have is simply 3. You're just sharing it with 3 more people. When I first saw this, I didn't really understand it, but now I look at this, it absolutely blows my mind and gets me really excited. Cool. 3 ways we earn money in this business, which is just cool straight away. Retail profits, commissions, and bonuses. So your retail profits is when you go and share the product or program with somebody. The company will pay you a retail profit for doing that. We also have commissions as well. So depending on how much or what you want to do in your business, it's up to you what you want to do. We'll teach you how to do it, but it depends on how many people you want to attract. You get paid on your total turnover, so you get commissions as well. And then we get awesome bonuses. And I love these bonuses because they're just a really great way to spend it on things that we love. And I just go through this bonus structure really quickly. But this is the bonus structure. So when we first come into the business, we've got the ability to earn $100 in our first 10 days, which I love. Then our second promotional level is $300, and then you can see the rest. what is really cool about this business is that not only do you get paid that bonus, but the person that brought you into the business and taught you gets that bonus as well. So it's a training bonus from the company. So you get that as well. So if you bring people into the business and do a good job at training them, and we do teach you how to train people, you will get that bonus too. And it's unlimited. So you can bring in as many people as you want and get that bonus. So that's really cool. Have a think about that and think about the people that you can bring in and teach them and get those bonuses. I'm not sure. I always ask, the question when I'm at live events, how many people actually get bonuses still these days? And it's very rare to get bonuses. I think when I left my job, I got a $25 Coles My voucher. That was the last bonus I got. So absolutely, these bonuses are great to have. Cool. Alrighty. So I finished my part. Now to hear from a couple of people who will share their story. So let me just see who we have on here. Cool. I might start with you, Kath, if that's cool. Hang on, I'll just unmute you. Oops, sorry, we're trying to, hang on.
Sorry.
We're trying to unmute each other. Cool, awesome. So Kath's going to explain tonight, just give a bit of a story about why she started the business and what it has done for her. So far away, hun.
Cool. I began this opportunity about 18 months ago now. At the time, I was working full-time, being mum and running a horse business with my partner. I began to kind of look around for additional work to do of an evening, as we just weren't getting to where we wanted to be or getting ahead or anything. I was then introduced to the opportunity by Lauren. It had me at Whole Foods and being able to do it in my stolen moments. Not having to fit in the extra 20 hours per week into our already hectic lifestyle and spending more time away from my family to make that additional income. Although I began the business to allow me to one day stay at home with my daughter and put some savings away, 8 months later, it actually saved me from a really toxic workplace. I was able to get out of there quickly before it did too much damage to my mental health and not have to stress about putting another financial strain on my family. I'll be forever grateful for the opportunity that it gave me that choice. I'm now working from where I want to be, which is at home or wherever me and Hayley really choose to be that day, which I think is pretty great. The lifestyle opportunity has been a huge personal development journey and has allowed me to remove that box that I had myself so stuck in and step outside of my comfort zone. I never would have spoken on here or at a live event, ever. The support is absolutely amazing, and I never knew there were actually people who wanted you to rise up with them and who were genuinely kind of happy when you succeeded as well. It's impacted on my life so positively that I feel this fire of excitement when new people join our tribe. I wish it had come along a lot sooner, but I'm really grateful that I've got it now. Thanks.
Awesome. Thanks, Kath. I love what you said about choices, and that's something that I guess that I love about this as well, is that it gives people a choice. It gives people a choice to, be able to stay at home if they want to, or to be able to do, just to say yes to more things. And that's what I really do love about what we have. So thank you for sharing. Emma and beautiful Annalise is going to be next. Hi. Hey, Annalise. So I think you're going to share a bit about the program as well. So, if you can just share about, what got you attracted to the program and your results, and a bit about what the business has allowed you to do as well.
Yeah, sure. Well, just a little bit of background about me. The reason why it attracted me to begin with is that my dad was diagnosed with stage 4 brain tumour, and was given 12 months to live, which was pretty hard on, you know, myself and my family. So, and long story short, the only thing that helped him was, you know, going back to clean eating, which I think is, you know, something that everyone needs to learn about. So when I actually came across this, which the lovely Kath shared with on Facebook, I love the idea that it, you know, it was designed to educate people on eating wholesome food. You know, that really appealed to me. So yeah, that's what actually appealed to me to kind of get involved. So I've been in the business for about a year now, or maybe a bit over a year. And I happen to do the program with my partner Brandon, you know, so we did that together. What I loved about the program is that it's what I struggled with, and you probably seen from my results, you know, for many years after trying so many, you know, different diets, you know, shake diets, all that, was just my, you know, I had 6 kids, you know, which was, as every girl knows, having that kind of muffin top is a little bit frustrating. So that bloating, as you could see from my results, so I lost 6 kilos bloating, but I did gain a lot of energy, which I did not expect. You know, being a hotel manager at the time, I found, you know, I was every day just from not having that energy. Yeah, so we did the program. A week later, I actually fell pregnant with little Miss you know, which is not what we actually expected, because I was diagnosed with PCOS. You know, so that was a blessing in disguise for us. You know, I thought that I wanted that 6-pack belly, but really I wanted that pregnant belly, you know, and just asked Emily, like, you know, I loved having my pregnant belly and I flaunted it. But all throughout my pregnancy, it helped me kind of not go overboard with eating, you may as well say. You know, it kept me on track. Not that I was on a diet, but it just really kept me on track with my eating habits and, you know, and getting the nutrition that I required every single day, and not feeling sick every single day, and absolutely just loving pregnancy. So I had an amazing pregnancy, and I think that had a whole lot to do with it. Yeah, so just a bit about the business side of things. So when I first started the business, I didn't actually look into it as much as what I should have, as in the way, like, I didn't put everything into it. I kind of just looked at it as like a bit of a hobby on the side. However, now it's kind of allowed me to quit my full-time job, because, you know, I was actually meant to be going back to work next month, and as you can see, Annalise is, what, 4 months old, not even that. And that, to me, that would have been heartbreaking, to go back to work and, you know, and kind of hand my baby over to someone else. So it's allowed me, you know, to stay at home with her and still be able to pay our new mortgage that we've got. And that was a big thing, you know, how am I going to stay at home and, you know, and be able to pay the mortgage? And the business has allowed me to stay at home and not even have to worry about that. So, you know, it's helped me a lot there. Also with personal development, there is no way, and, you know, for so long, you know, Lauren's tried to get me to, you know, to speak and share my story, because, you know, I do have quite a good story. And for ages, I was saying to Lauren, no, I can't. And, you know, and she's given me that motivation to kind of step out of my comfort zone and, you know, and look forward to, you know, what me and my partner are going to do with this business, and step out of my comfort zone and, you know, make something of it for my family. So, yeah.
Awesome.
I think I've covered everything.
Well done, Em. Very good. Thank you. And I don't know if you remember this, Emma, but when you first were starting and you found out you were pregnant, I was telling you to keep doing the business because you would not want to hand that baby over at 3 months old, and you said, no, it'll be fine. I'm more like, trust me,
I know.
you have the choice to be able to say, right, no, I don't want to go back to full-time work. It would have been fine if you wanted to, but yeah, I just can't imagine now you handing over Annalise for full-time work. So I'm glad I pushed you through that.
Yeah, no, that would have devastated me. And, you know, Loz, like, being able to, like, meet you as a friend and, you know, and be surrounded by positive people, it's just had a massive, like, effect on, you know, Brendan and I's life. So thank you so much for that.
Oh, no worries, son. Cool. Alrighty, thank you. That is the end of our session tonight. So thank you all for joining. If you want to reach out to the person that sent you, then you do that, and they can give you any questions that you want to go through, or if you just want to reach out for me, I've got an open Facebook account, so Lauren Kafkas, and then I can answer any questions as well. So thanks, ladies. Thank you for joining, and have a good night. Bye.
Bye.